What if I told you years before someone develops diabetes, their body has already been sending warning signals, not dramatic symptoms, subtle ones? Prediabetes affects millions of people globally, and most don't know they have it. Today, I'll explain what prediabetes actually is, early warning signs, who is at highest risk, and how to reverse it naturally. This might be the most important preventive video you watch this year. So, what is prediabetes? It means your blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but not yet high enough to be called type 2 diabetes. It usually develops because of insulin resistance. Insulin is the hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells. When your body becomes resistant, blood sugar rises, the pancreas works harder, fat storage increases, and inflammation increases. This is the early stage of metabolic disease. So, what numbers should you know? These are general guide ranges. Normal fasting glucose, it should be below 5.6 millimoles per liter. Pre-diabetes fasting glucose is between 5.6 to 6.9 millimoles per liter. And diabetes is 7.0 millimoles per liter or higher. For HbA1c, which is the 3-month average blood sugar, the normal should be below 42 millimoles per mole. Pre-diabetes 42 to 47 millimoles per mole. Diabetes 48 millimoles per mole or above. These numbers matter more than how you feel. What are the early warning signs most people miss? Prediabetes often has no dramatic symptoms, but subtle signs include feeling sleepy or tired after meals, increased hunger, increased thirst, more frequent urination, belly fat accumulation, and darkening of skin around your neck or armpits, which is called acanthosis nigricans. But many people have no symptoms at all, which is why screening is important. So, who is at higher risk? You are at increased risk if you have a family history of diabetes, you carry weight around your abdomen, you have high blood pressure, you have PCOS, or you are physically inactive, you've had history of gestational diabetes, you are of South Asian, African, or Middle Eastern background. In these populations, diabetes develops earlier and at lower BMI levels. This is something I see repeatedly in practice. So, can prediabetes be reversed? Yes, and this is the encouraging part. Studies show that losing just 5 to 7% of body weight can reduce progression of diabetes by nearly 50%. And here is how that works. Walk after meals. Even 10 to 15 minutes of walking after eating improve glucose uptake by muscles. It's simple and powerful. 2. Strength training. Muscle acts like a glucose sponge. So more muscle you build, better insulin sensitivity, and you can do muscle strength training 2 to 3 times per week. Number 3 is reducing refined carbohydrates. So you cut sugary drinks, white bread, ultra processed snacks down. Focus on fiber, protein, and whole foods. Number 4 is improving sleep. Less than 6 hours increases insulin resistance. Sleep is metabolic medicine. Number 5 is managing stress. Chronic cortisol elevation increases blood sugar. Stress reduction is part of glucose control. So when should you get tested? Consider screening if you are over 40, if you are overweight, have a family history of diabetes, have a high blood pressure, or you belong to the higher risk ethnic groups I mentioned earlier. Ask your GP for fasting glucose and HbA1c. Early detection changes outcome. And this is my final takeaway. Prediabetes is not a life sentence. It is a warning stage, a window of opportunity. Most people wait until diabetes develops, but prevention is far easier than treatment. Measure your waist, check your numbers, act early. If you found this helpful, comment checked. If you know your HbA1c, share this with someone who has a family history of diabetes. Subscribe for week 4, where I take you on why you wake up at 3 a.m. Sleep and stress better explained. This is Lifestyle Prescription with Dr. Jide. Stay intentional about your health. Bye.